Let me tell you a true story. I know of a pastor and his wife. They had one son just like us. And he was a little bit older, and all they had was one son. And there was this guy who was drunk, out of his mind, and got in a car wreck, wrecked into the pastor's kid's car, and killed the one son that the pastor and his wife had, only son. And the guy had been drunk before, a lot of DUIs, all this stuff, and killed their one son. And honestly, it just crushed the pastor's wife, just crushed her. She was so hurting, and she allowed all of that hurt to become rage and anger. And she found herself thinking about, plotting about, hoping that this guy would die. And maybe how could I be a part of that? She wouldn't actually do that, but she found herself so angry at this drunk driver who had and by the way, the guy got off on probation. And it was the multiple time. And so she was so angry and because they killed her one son. And this just became rage, and she just got so consumed with it, she literally would follow him around like a stalker, hoping to catch him doing something else illegal so that she could then have him arrested and thrown in jail and a bit of justice could occur. She would literally stalk him and follow him around. And this happened over and over and over for weeks and months until all of a sudden, that raging just consumed her, till all of a sudden, just like a shaft of light that just penetrated her heart. And all of a sudden she saw that God lost his one son too. Watch this. And it was her sin that put him on the cross. And it was mine. And it was yours. And she understood for the very first time that she did worse to a holy God than that drunk ever did to her son. She saw it for the first time. As soon as she saw that, now all of a sudden all that rage just left her body, and it was replaced by God's love. She reached out to this guy and started buying him stuff and gifts and just began to bless him and do what the Bible says. And then they invited him to church, their church. And there, that young man got born again. And that young man got water baptized. And that dad water baptized that guy. And that guy to this day goes to that church and is a disciple of Jesus Christ. Because somebody decided to love at a higher level.